And so you've been in the minors, but you ended up getting called up to make your major league debut. Uh, First of all, congratulations. That's so cool. And I don't think people understand how hard that is to do from a D3 school and coming in, not being drafted, you're signed. Like, mad respect, first of all. But the moment you got that phone call that you were coming through the bigs, what was going through your head? Who told you? Where were you? Walk me through that.
Um, I was in it was after like a Sunday day game in Memphis. So it was like 4 o'clock maybe. And then my manager came up after the game and said came up and tapped me on the shoulder and was like, I got some good news for you. You're going to the big leagues. And, like the whole clubhouse kind of erupted and was congratulating me and that was pretty cool. And then, I was just like in shock and was packing my bags and like called my dad and um my fiance was there. Well, she was my girlfriend at the time, but she was there, and we were about to get on a flight to go to Durham, North Carolina, to play the next week. And instead, we had to pack up the car, and drive up 4 hours north to St. Louis, and we had a game the next day, playing the Orioles. And yeah, it was just like, I mean, so many emotions. I think like you just felt. I think I just felt back and forth of like so like happy and excited and also like holy crap, I have to maybe pitch against the Orioles tomorrow, who is like one of the best teams in baseball. It's just like, I don't know, there's just like a lot. The emotions just go back and forth. It's like just teeter-tottering between different emotions. So yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Wow. So the turnaround's like this, and you're in the bullpen the next day
Hmm.
preparing to potentially pitch.
Hmm. Yeah, I didn't actually pitch right away. I didn't pitch for like the first like 10 days that I was up there. But most of the time, a lot of the time, guys will get in right away. They'll be there the next day. They just picked up their life and went to a different city, met the team. It's all happening so fast, and then you got to go and somehow calm yourself down enough to pitch in a big league game in front of 40,000 people. So yeah, that's like the craziest part about it. It's not like you get weeks to prepare mentally or whatever. You kind of just have to wait for the moment, and then it's just try to get through it in a lot of ways.
So when you say you're emotional, like that phone call comes, you got to be starstruck. And when you get emotional, is it because you're thinking about all the sacrifices and hard work you've made? Is it because all the sacrifices your parents have made? Is it because, oh, you know what, maybe I can provide this amazing new life for my fiance? Like, where does that emotion stem from?
I think the emotion initially, before I debuted, was more excitement, um, anxiety, um, of like joy of just like the situation itself. Um, when I debuted was when I felt the emotion of like, holy crap, I just did it. Like I did the thing that I can't believe I did the thing. I could not believe it. I got in after I debuted and was sitting in the dugout, like holding back tears. I didn't want to cry in the dugout, but like it was just like I couldn't help myself, and it was like all that was racing in my head were just all of the moments in my baseball career that led to that, and being like, I can't believe I actually just played a big league game. Like that is crazy, like crazy.
Yeah.
Um, and so much just like gratitude and like I think it was just like this release that came from me of like 10 days of build up in the big leagues of not pitching and then finally getting a chance to go out there and pitch. Um, it was just this overwhelming emotion of like I can't believe it just happened. Like I never really thought it was going to happen and then once it did, it was like holy crap, it did.
Yeah. So you were in the bigs for what, 10 games before pitching?
Hmm.
I mean, what's it like sitting in that bullpen, not knowing if you're going to go in or not, and you have to just keep getting pushed and pushed and pushed?
It was, I mean, it was definitely like different mixed different emotions and feelings. There was one emotion that would come and go would be right, same thing, like just anxiety, like performance anxiety and stress and nervousness and butterflies, right? That
Mhm.
would come and go. It would kind of oscillate between. feeling confident in myself and having fun with it to being like scared out of my mind of like I can't like what if I walk 8 guys in a row or something, that was one emotion I felt. Another emotion I felt was just like, who cares? I'm making great money just to get a front row seat to baseball right now. Like, doesn't like, I think like it's like 4 grand a day after taxes or something like that. Um, in the like of what big league pay is when you prorate it out for the whole season. So like you're like, oh, I don't care. Another game I didn't pitch. That's great. I'm making great money. Uh, so there's like that part of it, and then so I would say those two emotions, and then it's just like trying to keep your head afloat. You're in a whole new environment, a whole new team, a whole new staff that maybe you have some experience with, but it's just a different rhythm, different travel, different everything. So there's such a difference between minor league baseball and major league baseball and how your day to day is that like the game is the same, but everything else around it's not. So you're just trying to keep your head up and try not to step on anybody's toes and trying to do your best to navigate it all during that process.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Somewhere on the screen should direct you to somewhere else in our channel. But as always, believe foolishly.